Eric Johnson over here. You wanted to kiss me, right? You think I'm queer? Now you know. By the way, you have AIDS now, so. Eric Johnson, one more time.
Want me a little closer? Closer.
I'll tell you, his lips actually didn't feel that bad. For a forced kiss, that was actually kind of, they're supple. All right, I'm just gonna keep, all right. I'm just gonna keep this show going. You guys having a good time? Yeah! You just saw me make out with a fucking dude! And he's got a big cock, just so you know, ladies, I felt it. What's that? He left it on, right there, right there. Okay, the next guy, please put your hands together for Todd May. Everyone here is Todd May.
I like it when somebody else opens a segue there for me when they was talking about Caravana. It made me think about when I had gone shopping over in Detroit, Michigan, and I actually got to see my favorite black person of all time. Now, I'll tell you what, I'll be with you. I've got $5 in my pocket if you can name my favorite black person out there. Do we got a guess? No? No?
Dave Chappelle.
No. No, he just wants to be black. Actually, my favorite black person I seen at the Walmart, right inside the checkout line, it was the woman who's not afraid to beat the living shit out of her kid right there. Now, this woman I like because nowadays, you know, people don't get enough beatings anymore. I can remember getting the wooden spoon when I was a kid. So when I'm able to see this black woman inside the line and she's not afraid to just beat on her child, I love that because, holy smokes, she's honest. She promised that beating, and it's coming. She's also very location specific. She's like, I am going to beat you right inside this line at the Walmart. Plus, if you also notice too, if she happens to see a white woman giving her a funny look, she's very polite and she's very courteous because she always ends up saying, excuse me, can I help you? But it's always fun because nowadays you just see people and they end up giving timeouts to all these kids. And think about it, timeout isn't the punishment at all. It just gives you a little bit of time to gather your shit together so that way you can do some more. But as I was saying, it used to be the wooden spoon and belt, and that used to be just, you know, enough deterrent to keep me out of prison today anyways. But with the wooden spoon, you know, it wasn't so much like today where you can just go to the Walmart, you can go to the dollar store and get them for $1. Back then, the wooden spoon used to cost like $3, $4. So, you know, if you ended up getting the wooden spoon and it broke, you'd usually be in so much trouble that they'd be looking for that second wooden spoon. And now if that second wooden spoon breaks, you can't, you know, all of a sudden be a comedian and say, you know, when she goes, do you think these things grow on trees? Well, yeah, it's a wooden spoon. But the worst thing happens is when, you know, the wooden spoon's just not enough and you end up having to have your uncle called to come in with his belt to give you a good beating. So when that's going to come, I gotta be smart. I'm gonna end up, well, here's how I got my scar on my wrist here. It wasn't from cutting or anything like that. I'm thinking, instead of the wooden spoon, I'm just gonna put my hand right through the plate glass window, and then I end up getting the cut because, you know, end up with a hospital, have 4 stitches. It's like, hooray, I win. You know, but a lot of comedians end up talking about things that people don't really relate with. But I like to relate on different things such as, you know, because everybody's got a good barf story. Now, can we actually admit to that?
Yeah.
Because I actually have 2 good barf stories. One when I should have quit drinking and one when I actually did. Now, the one when I actually should have quit drinking was, you know, you do contests and things, you're doing shots and seeing where you can get to, and this is pretty much why I don't drink Southern Comfort and beer anymore, just because, you know, 26 ounces of Southern Comfort mixed with a half a dozen beers in an hour's time, no, that's like alcohol poisoning instead. But I ended up getting this one friend who actually was nice enough to come down and give me a ride home, because I'm underage at the time, you know, I'm throwing up But he brings his girlfriend, and she happens to have one of these faux fur type of coats, and she doesn't want to give up the front seat because somebody's going to be sick. And it was back in the time when they still had those 1978 Thunderbirds on the road. You know, the kind of car where it didn't really have a back window, so you want to be in the front window in case you're going to be throwing up. So sure enough, it's winter time, she's cold, she's got the hood up, she gets inside the passenger side door and rolls down the hood, and that's when I know I'm going to be sick on the first turn. And it's right in the back of her head, and right down, you know, so it goes all the way down her dress. So sure enough, you know, that's not his girlfriend the next day. Oh, no, don't worry, she was ugly, you know. Like she was a poster girl pretty much for doggy style, but it's not, like I must say, like, not exactly a good looking woman. She kind of looked like her face was on fire, somebody tried to put out a nice pic. Right? But as far as the second bar story goes, this happened in, I'd say 2003, when I saw my brother-in-law and getting married, and so we go down to Cancun and we're drinking by the bar. And there's always an American who thinks you're not drinking. So it goes from beers to shots, and then out comes tequila. So sure enough, if we're not drinking, and you know, the sickness is coming, you know, and then I just end up throwing up like crazy, you know, until, you know, we've got all the Mexican food going on, we've got all that liquor going on, but then all of a sudden, I end up hearing the story about the American guy. They actually had to fish him out of the ocean, you know, and he almost died. So I'm thinking, hooray, I win! Anyways, thank you very much, that's my time.
Todd May, one more time for Todd May. Let's do that. I'm feeling a little weird because it's a couple left. You guys, a couple in the back. Would you guys do me a favor? Would you be able to move up to here and make me feel better? Okay. I'm not gonna pick on you. Pretty comfortable. You're pretty comfortable. How about if I give you